touch it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Red Valkyrie Presents. I'm, of course, Shae the Red, hidden as per usual. This is an interesting one. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. This is very... Look, Mighty Mascots has some characters, okay? There's some interesting choices. So it's an interesting... It's going to be interesting.
Okay.
Before we get into that, Sai, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. Really excited for our buddies who launched Frog G today. So, yeah, they're almost funded.
Just saying,
Awesome.
If anybody wants to push them over the edge, it's only $110.
It is.
Go do it real quick.
They got another backer, but it hasn't hit the total yet.
Oh, son of a bitch. They will fund soon. Well, we're here because we have the hold on, I got to introduce Keith.
You can be big.
We have the nice. I appreciate this. The master
you can look
of
at this
the
massive backdrop here.
You're like the king of like cartoon kid serial TV show.
And I'm not just playing it. I just bought like 4 boxes of Monster cereal.
Yes.
Like they have it upstairs ready to go. I live what I preach, basically.
The impression I get from the couple of times I've talked to you, you're just like a big kid, basically.
Oh
You're
my
like,
God.
this is what was so cool as a kid, and this is what I want. So that's what you make.
Yes, basically. Like I do have the adult stuff going on, bills, everything else like everybody else, but
right.
when it's my free time, I'm like watching cartoons, I'm eating cereal, I'm doing all that stuff.
Yes, that is awesome. Okay, all right. I've got one more. Oh, hey, they funded! Yay! Okay,
Yeah.
one more
Congrats!
thing to
That's
get
awesome.
into.
That book looks cool. I definitely want to check it out myself.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so good. So congratulations to our buddies.
Congratulations to you guys
Inc. and Frog G
for helping them. That's great.
See, this is what we love. We love launching people and then getting to see this success. It's so cool. So congratulations to them. But let's get back to this amazing Sunday cartoon kid lineup stuff we got going here. I love this book because the aesthetic is just so fucking adorable, and I think that you are. I want to say you're the first sketch cover that I did.
Oh, really?
Was the Mighty Mascots
awesome.
robot sketch cover. So.
Oh, very cool. Thank you. I'm honored. That's amazing.
It was so much fun. All right, Sai,
awesome.
we ready to do this cosplay reveal?
I cannot wait to see this.
Let me just scroll. Here we go.
Metamorphosis completed, sir.
Shae the Red
Has now become
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my God, that's amazing. Now, wait, how are you breathing through that? Is it through the smile?
No.
It's through the neck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Bent it a little.
Oh, okay. I see it now. That's fantastic.
Just lift your head up, take a deep inhale, and then drop it right down.
Oh, so you did smack. That's amazing.
The best part is I was trying to reach my sleeve and I'm like, I actually can't reach it.
Oh, I love that. That is amazing. I was wondering, I mean, because like you said earlier, the whole team is kind of a hard cosplay.
Uh-huh.
I think.
I mean, the only other option I really had, really was your captain. And
Yeah.
I didn't think that I wanted pictures of me with a beard going around, so we went
Right.
with this.
Yeah, no, it's great. I love it.
With the smack.
Smack, yeah, that was
Yeah.
amazing. I love the eyes. There's the big giant Google eyes. That's fantastic. I love it. It came out so good.
Well, I figured it's kind of a ridiculous, fun kids campaign. So if it looks like a little kid made a costume to be their favorite character, then that's okay.
Yeah, I love it. It's still better than if a kid had went out on Halloween with like one of those crappy like Ben Cooper costumes. Remember those? With the yeah.
Yeah.
You remember there was just the face mask, and then it was like a garbage. It looks like this garbage bag thing that you wore. It was like really bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of really horrible. I remember going out as an M&M one year.
Okay.
And it was me and my friend both went as M&Ms, and we were probably like 12 or 13 at this point.
Tell me different colors.
We both wanted to be green.
Okay.
But I was so big. She made the argument that green didn't look like a hulking massive bitch, so I had to be blue.
I was gonna say like yellow, like a peanut M&M.
It's the same idea. Blue and yellow. It's the difference is what the nut is inside. It's the same fucking shape. So
Yeah, right.
it was a gigantic blue M&M. I was really upset about it. I think I took the gloves and I painted blue fingernails on them so I could feel more girly because I didn't get to be the girl M&M.
Aww.
That's awesome. I remember one year, for Halloween, I got it in my head that I was gonna make this amazing costume, and I dressed as Dark Man. You remember that movie?
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Sam Raimi.
I do.
You remember it, So basically, I ripped up a bunch of sheets. So basically, the costume just looks like the Invisible Man, with the sheets wrapped around your head, and like a trench coat. Basically, it was awesome, but it was so hot, and it was I hate you want immediately out of that as soon as you put it on.
I understand that feeling. I feel like I'm in a fish tank. And this is getting progressively more fogged up the more
I was gonna say at the end of the 45 minutes or hour, I want to see you take that off and watch the breath run down.
So I drew a face so you don't have to see my face. You can see his face, and it'll be okay.
We will not see your face for much longer.
I know. It's already so much darker.
We better start sharing the campaign and going through this before you can't see it to share it anymore.
It's fine. I'm good. I can totally read. That's the best part is because this is the same shit that you put on lights to change the color for photo shoots.
Oh,
I just
okay.
didn't peel the protective coating off so it's a little bit frosted because I didn't want you to just see me and have me be like, hi.
Right. I think I have. Someone was asking who that is, and it's Smack, the leader of my robot team. I think I have a picture somewhere. Let me see if I can find it.
He's down here too. When you
Oh, is he? Yeah. There you go. We can pull it right up. There you go. Right there, Smack.
Look at him. Look at how proud he is.
Yeah,
He had no
that's
idea
great.
this was his future.
That's awesome. So this is actually the first cosplay of any of my characters ever. So it's amazing.
It's so shit.
Shae wears that like a badge of honor.
Does she really?
Yeah, she has dozens of campaigns that she was the first ever cosplayer.
Yeah,
of.
no, I love it. I feel honored that you did it. What's that?
What?
You can't tell, but I'm puffing out my chest.
Yes.
Okay.
It's all the servos and the inside, But I know I feel honored that you cosplayed one of my characters. I think that's awesome, amazing.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what we do, and it's a fun challenge, especially when this is the cast of characters I have to work with.
Yeah, right. Like I was saying, like I wouldn't even know. I guess I would do the pirate. Yeah, I would do the honey flakes out of all of these because probably would be the easiest, I think. I can't even imagine trying to attempt Brewster. Like, that would be tough. It would you have to do something like you did with Smack, you know, kind of make your own fake body.
You could have fun doing Brewster.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that you did Smack, though. I love writing that character. Like, I based him sort of on... What's that?
Smack is my favorite of the three.
Yeah, definitely. I based his personality sort of off of Top Cat. Like, when I was looking for somebody to, like I wanted him to be, like, kind of their leader of the three robots, but also, like, I wanted him to kind of have, like, that snappy dialogue and that smart alecky kind of thing that Top Cat has going on, you know?
Shae, you can be Smack, I'll be Whack.
There you go.
I also like Boom, though, because he seems like the one that's kind of thick, and then they'll just be like, Boom, go, and he's like, okay.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, in these 3 issues, he's going to be changing pretty drastically. Like in issues 8 and 9, he has he definitely has something happening to him. So it'd be interesting. I'm going to be curious.
You can only explode yourself so many times.
What's that?
You can only explode so
many
times before you start to, lose a little bit of yourself there.
Exactly. Like I'm curious to see what people think about it, you know, because I've always approached this title as it is an all ages book, but it's also, but not all ages, not in like a dumb way, like some of the DC stuff, but more like Batman the animated series, all ages, you know,
I love the animated series. It's my absolute
best version of Batman, hands down, if you ask me.
Every cartoon that I have ever seen, like, as a kid, not counting anime, because that gets different, but, like, as every, like, cartoon thing, Batman the animated series was just phenomenal. And
I agree.
Was so good. Like,
yep, I agree.
Not just geared towards kids. What is the Frozen Heart or the one with Mr. Freeze and
Heart of Ice?
There it is, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great one. So good. All of them are really good. There's hardly a clunker. I mean, there's a couple, but overall that series is amazing. And I would say like the comic is very much like the early Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles books, you know, the ones Eastman and Laird did. Like, I feel like, because they took like an absolutely absurd concept, but they treated it seriously, you know, and that's sort of what I'm doing with this.
Yeah.
You know, so
this looks awesome. Okay, so this is for issues 7, 8, and 9.
Correct. Yep.
So can you get the previous issues on this campaign, or do you have to go through Alterna?
Yes, you can. I have 1 through 9 on there. I also added a digital tier this year. Like, I never did a tier before for digital, so I'm like, why not? Let's try it, and see how that goes, and it's some people are taking advantage of it, which is great, So I'm not a digital guy, but I know people do like it. So.
Well, and you've got people that can't afford the shipping cost, or
exactly.
We have friends that have terrible mail handlers that just destroy their stuff, and so they don't like to buy physical very often because they don't want everything to get damaged. Oh, you are muted, Keith.
How's that? Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm messing around with my speaker here. But, okay, so sorry about that. But yeah, no, definitely. I feel like digital, I think I got to add to every campaign now because I think it is a necessary thing for the overseas people,
Yeah, for sure. And I love that this is, so when you did your first campaign, I remember that you did cereal boxes.
Yes,
I know that because mine's over there.
Oh, nice. Thank you for backing.
I can't go get it. But...
Yeah.
What do you mean you can't?
Did you like the book? Like, because I want the thing I want people to get from reading the book is like I want them to feel like they're back on a Saturday morning cartoon day, eating sugary cereal and watching like 6 hours of cartoon. Like that's what I want people to get out of the book.
So I'm gonna be very upfront. I have not sat down and read the whole
Oh,
thing.
okay.
I've thumbed through and I've looked at certain pages and stuff because I was really kind of excited for this.
Okay,
but
great.
I haven't sat down and read it because Cyborg and I are about to do reviews. And we wanted to get first reactions. So my Frog G backing today was backing 400 for me on Indiegogo.
Oh, wow.
And I have only read probably 10 or 15 of those because I was trying to save stuff for us to do reviews on. And now I'm like, okay, we have well over a year's worth of shit we have to review.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that's good that you guys have like a ton of material to do it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And please be brutally honest too. Like I prefer, honesty on critiques and stuff, so.
Absolutely. And I love that you went from the cereal box, which is cool, but it is still a cereal box.
Yeah.
So I'm finding like when it comes to storage,
it's tough,
unless
right?
I put everything in it.
Yes.
In order to store them together. It is still a cereal box, and that's a little bit difficult to not, have damaged over time.
Oh, yeah,
so
definitely.
I like that you stuck with that kind of Saturday morning feel and everything. You're like, okay, well, we're going to do lunchboxes now, because lunchboxes, are more durable.
Yep.
Little bit easier to kind of put up on a shelf and have not fall over and be able to display and everything. But still kind of keeps with that nostalgia feel.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you on that. I kind of wish that I could do a little more customization on it, but they seem to only do the front. I would love to do, like, remember the old school lunchboxes? They had images everywhere, like the sides, the top, the bottom, the back. Before those crappy plastic ones that come in, I love the tin ones. I think the tin ones are the best.
Oh yeah,
for sure. You should talk to Camel Moon.
Camel Moon, okay.
So he's for his campaign that is still fulfilling. Not that I am throwing any shade, Camel Moon. He did like play packs basically, where he has acrylic standees and stuff, and they're all supposed to be coming in a customized lunchbox.
Oh, okay.
Kind of thing. And I think you can customize all the way around. So maybe talk to him and see.
Oh, really?
What his experience was, and if he's got
like where he got it, maybe. Mm-hmm. Like, that might be something to do. Okay, yeah, I'll look him up and I'll see if I can reach out to him.
Especially because I don't know, like in my head, I can just see all of your little the little circles with the heads of each of your characters going around the band on the edging. Like that's just so what I would expect.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm also working on it, on the side. I won't have them ready in time for this campaign, but I'm also working on do you remember the little muscle figures they used to make in the 80s?
Oh my gosh, there's people that have started doing those, like Slam Buddies and
yep.
The Super Stretch Man.
Yes, yep.
Oh,
so I'm working on
They're so ridiculous.
Oh yeah, definitely, and I love it. So I'm trying to see if I have a picture that I can show you guys, but I don't think I do.
I definitely. So I don't know if have you ever heard of a Damn It doll?
No.
Okay, so Damn It dolls. It's so funny because it's basically a house mom's version of a Slam Buddy that is somehow more acceptable for an adult to have.
Okay.
It's a sewn together doll that has yarn for hair. The idea is it has arms and legs, and when you're really upset, you grab it by the legs and you can slam it against tables and stuff as you yell "damn it" to get your frustration out, right?
Okay.
I have now decided the Slam Buddies that I have backed on previous campaigns, those are my version of a Damn It doll. So I'm gonna put them on my desk, and when somebody pisses me off, I'll take a Slam Buddy and I'll smack him against some stuff and be like, okay, I feel better now.
Yes, that's the way to do it, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we should. Go ahead.
It's the geeky version.
Right.
Version of a Damn It doll.
The other thing I was going to say too is we need maybe stress balls or something in the shape of our characters or something like that. That would be kind of fun too,
That definitely could be fun. I will say, if you get them, get something that's kind of like how these are that have the balls in them.
Oh
right?
yeah.
The little jelly balls. Don't get the ones that are that weird dough feel. I've had 3 different ones of those that are like, they're super squishy and it feels like kind of cloud dough, but the inside of them is like, it's like a mixture of cornstarch and glue. The shitty thing is, over time, that has a chemical reaction that wears down the rubber, or the like coating on the outside, the silicone. I've had 3 of them. I have had 3 of them on my desk, and all 3 of them have split open and just oozed out all over my desk.
Oh man.
and caused a huge mess. It's so upsetting.
I found a picture too if you wanted to check it out, like the prototype so far, but like I haven't really shared this around too much, but for you guys I definitely, it's like a
let's see. Oh my gosh.
Isn't that great? That's just awesome. Some of them. So these are like the I guess the 3D sculpts of them, and then eventually they'll be all pink like the muscle figures, once they make more of them, I guess.
That is so cool.
Isn't that great?
That is awesome.
Yeah, they got. My wife found him online somewhere. I don't know. I forget who it is, but they did an amazing job. So I was like, oh my god, can't wait to have those. I figured I could do like 2 per campaign, or just start selling. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I wait till I have them in my hand, then I figure that aspect out.
Yeah, those also might be kind of cool to have if you had like your own like merch store specifically for the excess stuff. So like you have Alterna obviously to do the main books, but if you had like extra cereal boxes, like your lunch pails here, whatever, having like a Mighty Mascots merch store specific to it, that might be.
Yeah, like I have a website, but the merch store is very small. I kind of tend to send everybody to Alterna anyways,
Yeah.
So I got to build that up, though, at some point and just kind of start, selling stuff there,
Definitely. Well, and in all honesty, I think that you, because of how classic these characters all seem, I feel like you're one of the few campaigns I would say should get like a kids line going of like t-shirts and stuff.
Oh yeah, you're right, because I it's like the few kids that you actually can get to read comics. I've gotten reports of loved it. Like you guys know Clint, right? Clint Stoker.
Yeah.
He private messaged me after he had backed the last campaign, and he had given it to his kids, and he was telling me that like they loved my book, and that he actually had to take the books away from them because they weren't doing their homework, and I was like, oh man, that sucks, but inside I was like, yeah,
I so did it.
So good, but I was like, that's great, so I'm like, that's awesome to hear, as a creator, and it's all you can hope for is to get that reaction from people when they read it.
Definitely. You know what? We'll talk a little bit more about it off air because I got some ideas in mind, and I always do. And anyone who knows me knows I'm like addicted to merch. So
yeah, okay, yeah, I'd love to hear it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, so tell us a little bit more about what's going on in the story.
Okay, yeah. So
books.
The basic story, if you're not familiar with Mighty Mascots, is it's a group of serial mascots. They're brought to life by a 3D printing accident, and They become a superhero team, like the Justice League or something. And that's the basic premise. And I tell everybody, it's if you took a Saturday morning cartoon and jammed it with an Avengers or Justice League comic from like the 80s. It's I write it in that style, very entertaining, with subplots and things like that going on, the way comics used to be written, and just fun. Like there's nothing questionable in it, and it's all ages, but not, like I said, in a bad YA kind of sense. It's more like all ages, and when we read comics in the 80s, like Spider-Man in the 80s was all ages, that kind of thing. Or like I said earlier, Batman animated series is sort of the tone I'm going for with this book. So these 3 issues, this issue 7 is a one and done. It's sort of like a whodunit. Someone kills an it basically murders a insurance mascot. And it's also the introduction of their new support character, Grunt Calhoun, the crime canine, who's sort of like their
duck hunt.
Yes, is that great?
Like, that's so messed up.
I know. And that was Pete. You can blame Pete on that one because Pete does all the covers. You know, we just turn in the artwork, but I loved it. I thought Duck Hunt was hilarious. But yeah, Grunt Calhoun is basically their new Commissioner Gordon type, I guess. That's introduced in this issue, and this is basically a trip through all the insurance mascots. My reason to visit that kind of corner of the brand universe, I guess. You know, so you'll see cameos from all the major like insurance mascot guys in here, or my version of them, I should say. You know, so. And then issues 8 and 9 is the first appearance of the villain Gog and the Colonel, who is kind of based off Sprout and the Jolly Green Giant, basically. And it's my excuse to finally do a kaiju battle, you know. So that's these 2 issues I'm dying to write since I conceived the series, you know. So I can't wait for people to see these 2 issues in particular, because actually you might not know, the 3 robots can combine into a giant robot named Mega Crunch, kind of like Voltron.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
When I was flipping through, I was like, no way, because it was when I was trying to figure out what I was going to do on that sketch cover. That's where I ended up kind of seeing them, getting their personalities more and everything. And I think I did see them like all combined together. I was like, shut up. They're like Transformers. That's so funny.
Yeah. I tried to do like like I said, it's total 80s fare, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And that's Mega Crunch on the cover there, ready to go battle Gog and the Colonel. So
a giant wrench?
Yes. Instead of a sword, it looks like a giant wrench. I don't know why I wanted a wrench, but I was like, let's go for it. So, I don't know. Maybe he's got some giant construction work to do. I don't know.
They
What's
had
that?
To loosen hinges. And
right.
Put them back there. They're like, hold on a second. We're totally going to combine. It's going to be badass. We just need like 2 to 3 hours, then we can start this whole fight. I promise.
Right, yeah. Let me build something real quick and then we'll fight. Yeah. But yeah, he has all kinds of other tricks and, you know, bells and whistles. But I also built in like, you know, the weakness with the giant robot. Like once they form into the giant robot, they only have like 5 minutes before they can't keep the form anymore. So it has that kind of weakness built in and, you know, all that fun stuff that you got to kind of do with cartoons and comics, you know. But here's some of the preview art from Ian, who designed these new villains and side characters.
Is the Colonel a kernel of corn?
Yes, it's a sentient piece of corn that is got a basically very evil military guy kind of thing.
Is that him telling him go get him, Gog?
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of funny because, like, well, I based it on Sprout, you know, from the Jolly Green Giant, but I thought it would be funny if it was just a piece of corn called the Colonel. I thought that would be just hilarious. You know?
That is phenomenal.
And Grunt Calhoun is based off of McGruff the crime dog.
Yes.
It's funny.
I was going to ask.
I tweeted out an image of this with. I didn't even say anything about McGruff, and for some reason the official McGruff account found it, and they thought it was cute. So I was like, all right, at least I'm on the right track, I guess.
Nice.
And then there's a better image of God. Well, those are the 2 images Ian sent me, but I went with the one on the left. I thought it would be a little more interesting looking, I guess.
Nice.
But yeah, it's good.
Orange Goliath.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I just thought, like, you know, Jolly Green Giant is one of those iconic brands that I just had to do something with, you know.
Yeah, that was my nickname growing up for a while.
Aww. Oh, no, really?
Yeah. So okay,
well, thankfully the skin changed color, so yeah.
Right. I'm neither green nor male. I feel like you guys have this very wrong. It was the kids at my school were not creative. It was Jolly Green Giant, which I was.
Why did you like wear something green or something one day?
No.
Or
she's just tall.
Call me that I wanted abbreviated to JGG, and so people tried and then went, "This is too much work," so they just stopped calling me it. It worked out great.
There you go.
and then we had Mrs. Daddy Longlegs, because they caught on to it would be difficult for me to be a daddy longleg. But I could be the wife of a daddy longleg, to which I pointed out that doesn't make me also a spider. You understand that, right? Like,
yeah.
That just makes me a female who's married.
Kids are so dumb with that stuff.
It was hilarious listening, because none of them could figure out how to make fun of my name, and then they'd just be like, "Hey, you're tall," and I was like, "Yep." And they were like, "Oh, okay." And I walk away. They're like, "I don't have anything else." That was the whole interaction. I had
you shot your shot.
Yeah, they were most creative in my school was they took my last name and just called me Jackie Gleason, like, you know, because they watched an episode of Honeymooners or something. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, it was very, very. It was about as creative as what you just said. You know.
Yeah. Kids are ridiculous.
Oh,
that is frighteningly bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you know the best part? I had to go by Andy for my last name because I had a teacher who could not figure out for the life of me how to pronounce Shalise. Every time she saw it, she'd stare at it and get really, really confused. And I was like, "Just call me Andy." She goes, "Oh, do you go by Andy?" I was like, "Sure."
I would have just been like, "No."
Yeah. It was painful.
Just for today.
It was like 3 weeks of listening to her stumble over my name before I finally was like, "Just call me Andy." She's like, "Oh, I'll just change that on here. I didn't know you went by Andy." I was like, "Yep, have for a whole 2 seconds."
Oh, that's awesome.
Ever since I watched your stroke.
Ever since I came into your class and went, "Oh my gosh, please make this stop."
And there's some of the pages from issue 7 where they find the dead duck. This would be sort of like a play on the Affleck duck, I guess.
Affleck.
Yeah.
Mallard.
By the way, every time I see Ben Affleck,
right?
I say
That's
that.
all that.
Affleck.
Yeah.
So Shae, strap yourself in because that's a thing.
I know. I caught on to that. I like how it's Grunt Calhoun, the crime canine.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna be like I love that I have him smoking too. Like, you know, like when we were reading comics, like, or when like Nick Fury, Wolverine, they always had a cigar in their mouth. So I was like, why not? You know.
Shalish.
Yeah.
No, Gordon, not Shalish.
No, they call. I got every nickname under the
Shanae?
Shanae was a popular one.
Oh,
that was what, from the Martin
name.
show, right? From Martin.
Yeah, or in Living Color.
Oh yeah.
My mom said that whenever she would tell people my name, she'd be like, like she leased a car. I was like, that's terrible.
Oh wow. Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Damn. When I meet your mom, yeah, I'm just gonna call you Shaliste all around her.
She would laugh. She'd be like, "You told them, didn't you?"
Yep.
Oh my
I
god.
also gotta say, I love that you made this bowl call. I laughed way too hard at that.
Very very reminiscent of the Avengers, you know, or something like that. Yeah, definitely. A lot of fun. These variant covers too I got in this campaign, some incredible artists.
Holy
that
cow.
from my area up here in New England. This is Steve Mardo, who's like just one of those local guys. I think he's doing some stuff for not Source Point, Scout Comics, and Ryan Santos. He's another local guy, like brilliant painter, just loves comics, and my first painted cover, you know, so love it. Like Honey Flakes just looks so cuddly there, you know, so very awesome.
He looks oddly sweet, and I don't trust him.
Right? He's got that look.
I'm like, no, you seem sketch. You seem like I will regret.
Little handsy, might be a little handsy, right?
Like,
I love that.
You know what it really is? Seems like he's super tiny, right?
Yeah.
And that, like, if I engage in conversation with you, I'm going to be stuck for the next 3 hours hearing you talk about whatever thing you are super into, and I'm gonna be like, I totally regret ever speaking to you.
Yeah.
Amway products.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, let me tell you about this Mary Kay. And be like,
right.
Oh, damn it! I didn't think you'd be a Mary Kay one.
Or just tell you about some cartoon or anime he saw that he has to tell you every episode, you know?
Oh, and in insane detail. Yeah.
Yes.
The word you're looking for is excruciating.
Yeah, I've had some fun. I've had people like that at conventions come up to us, you know. They're always fun and a challenge. I remember one guy.
Wow, Boom looks badass here.
Yeah, doesn't he? Yeah, I love it.
So cool.
This cover is by a guy. I actually went to 1 year at the Joe Kubert School, and this guy Victor Gadaman, he used to sit next to me in class, and he doesn't even work in comics anymore. He works in like storyboarding and advertising, and I just hit him up and I was like, hey, can I get a cover from you? And that's what he came up with. Amazing. Did an unbelievable job. It's a very cool cover. Even Honey Flakes looks amazing there too, and yeah, I love it. So I upped the game with variants this campaign, you know.
I really like them. I think that they're really they're badass. Oh, and you have a Bowl Call T-shirt.
Yes, yep. Added that.
Love.
And you can even get sketch cards too from me and my wife. The two on the top, she did. She's an amazing artist too, and she does sculptures. She does everything. Like, and then I draw too, but I usually only draw, you know, like this kind of stuff, like sketch covers and things like that. I don't really draw my own comics or anything like that anymore. We got a patch. We got a yes.
There's a patch.
Yeah.
Patch.
There's a patch.
Wait, did Pete Samedi warn you?
No. What?
We have a slight obsession with patches on this show.
Oh, you do? Oh, awesome.
Like,
yeah, it's my first one I've ever tried doing. Awesome.
I'm just saying.
We're the patch people.
Oh, nice. I love it. That's great.
We are very
so,
much patch.
Question about, so since you guys get a lot of patches, so I've been struggling on whether I should get the back to be Velcro or just like the regular. You think the regular is the best way to go?
Personally, I like the regular.
Okay. The reason you go regular is because if they want to add Velcro, they can. But if they want to sew it on, then they're going to have to either have a really thick patch or rip it off.
Oh, that's a good point. Like they could add that Velcro themselves too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
And honestly, adding Velcro is really simple because most of it'll stick on, and then on top of that, you can sew around the edge for extra security.
And you could cut it to the circle too if you did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely could.
That makes more sense to me. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do.
I think the only
plus
way
it's
that
cheaper.
I would have gone with doing the Velcro back would have been if it was a square that was the same shape as what's on the Alterna patch cap.
Okay.
That would be the only time that I'd be like, yeah, I could.
Yeah, because then it'd be a tie-in.
Yeah, it seems to be a thing. Like Velcro was never a thing, you know, even like a year ago. I don't think, was it? Like, I think people.
It always has been. It's more. So I'm in the military.
I think I just noticed it more now. Like maybe.
It's a lot more common on military patches, and that's
because,
gotcha.
Okay.
Like for our OCPs, our ranks change frequently. Your unit changes frequently, and so they just made it where they were like, look, if we give everyone these. Like, here are the OCPs with everything where you would need to put a patch, and then as you go to new units, you just swap patches out.
Gotcha.
Then
it also gives
sew them on every time.
The general can just rip it off you, like, dramatically, like in a movie, too.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't really happen very often, but I have seen it happen.
Really? I want to hear the story now.
Yeah.
Look at Gordon. Gordon says he laughed at the slight patch craziness over here.
Oh, okay.
It's like a little bit super obsessed with them.
There's some great comments. I saw Dan Pleagle had said
Yes,
Mighty
Pleagle.
Mascots. I met Dan like last November. I finally got to San Diego and he came to my table and introduced himself. Such a nice guy. So good to see you here, Dan.
Awesome.
He is. We love him. He's on the show often.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I love Dan too. He's great. He came on my show once too, I think.
So awesome people to like be able to talk to and stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. You have a crime dog pin?
Yes.
Holy shit.
To help you battle crime, like raise crime awareness. Yeah. Did you see the bumper sticker that's a little further up?
Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize it was a bumper sticker.
To help raise crime awareness,
Wow.
Now I just need to do those commercials with kids being kidnapped and stuff,
Oh my gosh.
I think one of the stretch goals I was gonna do was like one of those I'll probably save it for the next time, but like one of those like pamphlets that they used to give with the McGruff stuff, like rules to protect yourself, or could do something like that, rules to protect yourself from evil mascots or something,
Oh my god.
And then there's me. This is about to be unlocked. We're very close to hitting 7,000. So once we do, everyone gets a pirate eye patch. And there's me with my bird. I think if I remember right, you have a bird too, right? Two, yeah. That's my my Senegal parrot on my shoulder there.
Oh, those are the cute ones that hop when you pour water.
Yeah. She's cute, but my God, if anyone comes in the room besides me and my wife, forget it. She can be mean too. She's really.
Hugin has tried to pierce my lip more than once because he just randomly has decided that he's had enough of me without really.
I have had enough of your shit.
Yeah.
I know she's bit my wife a couple times and it's hurt.
Yeah. So the bad thing is because I have a Grand Eclectus and an Indian ringneck. The Indian ringneck is terrified of hands and fingers.
Oh, really? Okay.
So it's really hard to get him to step up. And he's just super skittish. And then the Eclectus, he goes through, he's like a super spoiled brat. And so he goes through these really bad, temper tantrum moments. And whenever he does, he always thinks he's going to crack my knuckles like they're nuts.
Okay.
It's brutal and very painful. He'll go until he finds right where my knuckle is, and then he'll bite really hard like he's trying to crack it.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Did you not?
Do either of them talk at all, or?
Yeah. Yeah. So they like sounds more than words. But Hugin used to scream in my ear, so I told him shh a lot, and so he then would misbehave, and when I would get after him, he'd stand up tall and shush back at me, which was interesting because he doesn't have lips, but he manages.
Oh my God.
They like to say, he says whoa all the time, and yeah all the time. Those are like his two favorite words.
Nice. Yeah, Kaylee, she says, she says, come on here, hi, hello. And
yeah.
Then, she also adopted my wife's laugh.
Yes.
And she loves to pull that out at the worst times, and
everyone thinks that when I'm joking that I'm just kidding when I say my bird laughs at murder mysteries, but they are evil.
Yeah, no, they are. They think that you're telling a joke, and you're not. It's like the one funny time. This was like 3 or 4 years ago. My sister-in-law was diagnosed with cancer. She's good now. She's she got it all taken care of and everything. But we were talking about it, and the bird started laughing, and it was just like, oh my God.
So, Shae, tell the most inappropriate laugh your birds do. ID channel.
Yeah, whenever. Sorry, my I have a headset dying. We're good now.
Okay.
So, whenever I would be watching the, ID channel or something, they'd be talking about a woman, they'd be like, and her body was never found. And then he would be like, wah ha 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 ha. And I was like, don't. That's not when we laugh. That's
Right.
disturbing.
Well, you can't control it. It's so funny. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
And it's like every time she's watching murder shit. So.
My wife too. She loves all those like documentaries and podcasts about it. My favorite murder and some other things she listens to. I forget.
You okay, Shae?
Yeah, my headset died, disconnected, and then wouldn't reconnect. We're good now.
Yeah, I don't want you to pass out in there.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, good.
Stupid technology being dumb.
I love that. I still love that you did Smack. I think it's awesome.
It's ridiculous, but in the best way.
Yes, I love it. And then these are all the add-ons for the that you can add on at checkout. Of course, got to do that nowadays with these campaigns.
Very cool.
Yeah. So
random question.
Yeah.
Mondo Martian enamel pin. He doesn't glow in the dark by chance, does he?
No, it's just a regular old enamel pin, I guess.
Because if you look at him, tell me he wouldn't glow in the dark.
He should, yeah, he really should actually. Yeah, you're right.
This is why you come here, Keith.
I do, yeah.
Suggestions of
hey, I love it. The more the merrier. The box top cover that I unlocked for everybody was a suggestion too, from Critical Blast, RJ.
Yeah. RJ's got some good stuff. But...
Yeah. He always throws me some bones, which I love. I'm always open to that. Whether I use it or not, I'm always open to hearing suggestions.
Hell yeah. So you're sitting strong at 6,600. So you are very close to that 7K.
Yeah. Once we get to 7K, everyone gets that pirate patch, which I think we'll do. We're still, was it like 18 days or something? 16 days.
Yeah. Do you go in demand?
What's that?
Do you ever go in demand?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely going to do that. So, and because I'm producing the issues right now, like issue 7 is pretty much done. I have all the complete artwork and I'm lettering it now. So that one's almost finished. And then 8 just started this week. So I put a due date for next summer, but I hope to deliver everything before that, so I look like a hero, I don't know. I just
look at how great I did.
Yeah, exactly. You come in,
That's always you gotta under promise and over deliver.
Exactly. That's what I was doing. That way, if I'm even little late, it's like, well, it's mostly done, So,
you're late off of what you wanted, but not late off of what they were getting. So
exactly.
okay.
Like even the last campaign, I was a couple months late, but it was close, and I still felt bad about that. I wanted to deliver it before the date, but it was close enough that people didn't start getting mad yet, So I can't imagine like some of these campaigns that go like a year or so. It's just like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, I've got a couple campaigns that are over a year late, and I got some of them that I've totally written off that I don't ever expect to get.
Yeah. And it's like I'm just saying, like, imagine the hate they're getting, like the emails and the comments and everything.
Yeah.
It's worse when they do that and then they don't communicate at all.
Right. That is exactly like, and I always thought that was weird because like. Even with me, like I feel like a responsibility that if I take your money, that I gotta do something. Like I was raised that way, So like,
you were raised with good morals and values.
Well, yes, that's supposed to be the difference in indie comics. It's not just that you're reaching a smaller audience; it's the fact that we actually care about customers and
right, exactly, and like you kind of hold yourself to a higher standard,
exactly.
I guess, So yeah,
definitely. Or any good standard.
Yes. Or just the bare minimum, right?
Yes. Just a bare minimum.
Like anything.
Right.
Like, you'll get something from me.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that's
even
one
if
of those
it's
things.
just a postcard of you on a beach in the Caymans, like holding up all the money. Yeah.
Like,
right?
Okay,
Like,
Just something. It's like, look at him. I didn't get my comic, but he's living the dream. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there was like, I'm not going to name names, but there was a guy there was a people that we know that crowdfunded, and they did really well. And then he was telling me that, I'm taking the family to Disney World and all this stuff. And I'm like, why don't you get that, that product out first, before you worry about that. And it's like just blatant, like flippant about it, It was just, I don't know, it was really wild. And I can't do that. I got that responsibility thing where I just got to deliver it. Then I worry about, all that stuff after, if you're going to take a vacation or whatever, or just, Yeah. But I don't know. I'm the type whenever, even if like I went over the goal here, but it's like all that money is going to go to like convention tables, like whatever's left over, will go to funding the next book or whatever, so.
Right.
Those damn values. You're right. It's a bane. No, just kidding.
Yeah, that one.
Thanks so much, Omega.
Awesome.
I appreciate it.
Let's go over the tiers so people know how they can back you, because you got some cool stuff up here.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I would say the best one the best bang for your buck is the featured one. It's the Breakfast Club member, and you basically get all the cool stuff from the campaign. You get the 3 issues, the 3 variant covers, everything signed. You get 3 mini prints of the issue 1, 2, and 3 image without the the logos or anything on it. You get the Grunt Calhoun bumper sticker and the pin, and then you get the Mascots embroidered patch for $50, and you get anything that gets unlocked for stretch goals. So that one I say is probably the best one. Right below it, if you just want the issues, that's the way to go. $15 will get you all 3 issues signed, and then you get the 3 mini prints as well. So for $15, I think that's a steal as well. Yeah, and then then there's like the digital version where you can get all 9 issues for $20.
Oh, look at that! You got 9 people that claim that.
Right? Yeah, and I was like kind of like I didn't do a digital last time, and it's like I probably could have sold some digital there as well.
Yeah, I think that's a good move.
And these are my older books, Hero Envy and Swamp Tales. And Swamp Tales is like a comic strip I used to write and draw about like cute like swamp creatures, and it's kind of like the stuff you see in the newspaper, like the 3 panel gags kind of thing. And then Hero Envy was a mini series I did that's like, it's basically if Big Bang Theory was actually funny, that's what Hero Envy is.
Okay.
And then of course we got the lunchbox if you just want to get that. And I think I have it as an add-on as well. So if you want to get something else and then get the lunchbox, nice. Or you can just get it there. We have a limited amount. I think I have 25 or something like that. So yeah, we still got ways to sell. We sold a few. So, and I think
keep in mind, whatever you have as your add-ons. Whatever, if you limit that number, those are independent from this tier.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. And
yeah. So
that.
If you're only trying to do 25 total, you'll have to add up the add-on as well as this tier to see.
Gotcha. Well, thanks for letting me know, because I thought it was doing both at the same time. Okay.
It treats them as 2 different. So when you create something as a perk that has items, and then when you treat something as an add-on that has independent items. So whenever somebody's trying to do a limited amount, you have to go between both of them and make sure.
Just to clarify, so when you limit a number, you're not limiting the item number, you're limiting the perk number. Yeah. So even if it's drawing on the same back end quote unquote item that you've created in Indiegogo, that is not where the limit takes place. It takes place on the perk end. So when you set it for 25 on the perk, that's great. If you set it for 25 on the add-on, then you have to figure 50. So
Gotcha. I'm gonna go check that later and just make sure, see what I did, and then also check that other number. Just make sure I didn't oversell.
Yeah.
Shae, I typed something to you in the private.
I saw.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right,
and then this is if you just want the variant covers, you get those, and then also the mini prints.
See, I feel like you can't just have the variant covers because the main covers are cool too. I feel like you just need all of them.
Right. And I think that was the goal, is to try to make them all awesome so that like everyone wants them.
Everyone just is like, well, shit, I guess I'm buying everything.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and then the last campaign, I think the mistake I made was I made too many variants. Like I did 2 per issue, and that was like too much. So like I thought just 1 is fine. Is kind of like the sweet spot, So
absolutely.
So and then the sketch card commission from either me or my wife.
Very cool.
And then the t-shirt.
Yep.
The bowl call t-shirt. And then this is the series catch-up bundle. So you get everything plus the giant issue, which the giant issue is just a reprint of issues 1, 2, and 3, but with a new cover. So the completists all grab the giant as well, so they can have that extra cover,
Very cool.
So that one, you get the entire series. So if you're new to it, or you can mix and match at checkout. You can get one, if you're missing issue 4 or something, you can just get that one,
That's awesome.
Yeah, so try to make it as easy as possible for people, And there's a sketch cover. That sketch cover is same with the sketch cards. It's full pencils, inks, and colors, and you just have to pick between
75.
Yeah, we went a little low on it. I know it's a little low.
Wow.
We're hoping and we would get a little more people picking up on it, And if you could see, my wife, who's an amazing artist, she did that bloody boxer bear up there. It came out fantastic.
Oh yeah.
So good.
From what I can see through the blue haze, it looks really good.
Right? And then this one is like the whole breakfast where you can just get everything. Like
nice.
All the issues, the shirts, even like cereal box for $100,
So that comes with everything except it does not include the lunchbox.
Correct, yeah.
Yep.
The lunchbox was added on for the second 30 days. Like I didn't have it to begin with. So it was added on as the second 30 days as a special item,
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the final thing, which is almost sold out, is you can get drawn into the book. A lot of people take advantage of that. So I think I have one of those left.
Yep. Just one left. If you want to get drawn in, this is your chance.
Yeah, and if anyone out there interested, it's going to probably be an issue 9. It's probably going to be you'll be part of the crowd running from GOG, basically. And then this Captain Honeyflakes puppet is my wife made a Honeyflakes puppet. Like it's in the campaign video, and it's basically like a Muppet style puppet. But she offered to make another one if someone wanted to buy it for $400. So we put that up there for the heck of it. There might be a puppet fan. There might be a huge Mighty Mascots fan that wants that, So you never know. You always have to have a high ticket item, I guess, on the campaign,
Absolutely. And that's definitely a unique one for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Like to get a real puppet,
Look at Gordon. He's like, Keith's not blowing smoke. Amy can draw. and sew and sculpt, maybe?
Yeah, she's amazing. Like, oh my God. I should try to... Let me see if I can... I don't know if I have it online, but one of the things she does that's amazing, Shae, that she sells like for tons of money at conventions is she takes My Little Pony figures and recustomizes them into other things. Like,
nice.
So she had like, let me look real quick while we're talking and see if I can find something she did. She basically, she made one time she made like an Edward Scissorhands one, and she like gave it like the crazy hair and like the paws, the hoofs had like scissors on them and stuff.
Awesome.
It's pretty wild, But yeah, she's amazing like with that stuff. And she did like a Attack on Titan one and all this stuff. It's crazy.
That is super, super, super cool. I love seeing stuff like that. Like I've got, I'm one of those people that I would probably get along with your wife with the whole like doing 500 different things and having so many different interests and stuff.
Oh yeah, you would. I think you definitely would. Like, and she loves like seeing all the cosplay costumes and all that stuff. So like, I think you guys would get along big time. I'm gonna see if she has it on Facebook. I told her too, like that she, she should like do one of the Red Valkyrie art auctions. I think she would kill it with she does a lot of geek. Like not geek, but like fan artwork. Like she just did a primal print that's amazing. And
look who just stopped in.
What's up, Frog G? Are you
nice
stream, sir? Congratulations on funding.
Yes.
And way to do it before Bancroft. I appreciate that
very
much.
You very much.
Klaus Croft. That Red Valkyrie and Luke are what pushed you over. Okay, not
he
him.
can have our sloppy thirds. No, so fourths.
I shared a screenshot of some of her ponies if you guys want to check them out. So she has like a Mandalorian. She made like Drogon from Game of Thrones, and she made the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda.
Those are hilarious.
Isn't that great? This is supposed to be what is MODOK pony, and then Hitman. Yeah, so
you know what? You need to tell her she needs to get ready for the January one because we're full up for October. But tell her she needs to get stuff ready for the January auction.
Yeah. Cool. I definitely want to come back for one too at some point, and maybe the January one as well.
Well, in December is when the January signups will be. So
okay, I follow you on Twitter, so
keep a lookout for the link.
I will. Awesome. Yeah, so I thought you guys would get a kick out of seeing that.
That's so cool. Those are great. I love them. Sai, did you have any other questions for Keith?
I did not. This campaign looks a whole lot of fun.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Get it, folks. Get the patch.
Nostalgia.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it now.
Do it. You know you want it. Get it on the chopper.
Keith, did you have any other little tidbits about this campaign you wanted to throw out there before we wrap?
No, I just, I would just say anybody on the fence, if you're looking for a fun comic, like I said, it's once you're done reading it, you should feel like you watched a 6-hour block of Saturday morning cartoons and ate like a bowl of cereal. And it's a fun book. There's no like agenda. There's no like, it's just straight up superhero fun,
So we did have one question from Gordon. Sorry, I was trying to read it.
Oh yeah, sure.
Gordon says, is to get drawn into the mascots here only for a real person, or is a character an option?
Oh, interesting. I think like the last campaign, I think someone put in one of their characters. I guess it depends on how crazy the character is. It's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be like a crowd, people running from like a kaiju scene, like basically a giant, and it'll be close-ups of everyone running away. So it'd be a page like that. So if you think the character would work on that, sure, why not? We'd throw it in.
Cool.
So.
Well, normally Sai has this downloaded, but thanks to all of the super fun tech issues, we're just going to play it from here and have this play us out. So thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out and listening to all of us nerd out over fun nostalgia cartoons.
Love it.
Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
This has been great.
Anytime. I love you guys, so this is great.
Oh my gosh, I can touch fingers. Yay!
Hey, those should be robot hands.
I know, I didn't have time. Hold on.
I was going to ask her.
I am just playing. I am just kidding.
At the end, when she's like, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm like, where are the vacuum hoses for arms?
They're right here.
Right?
This is what we we got. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Red Valkyrie. Ding that bell and so you don't miss a single episode. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Ahoy, mateys! 'Tis I, Captain Horatio Honeyflakes, and I be here to tell you about me newest crowdfunding campaign. The adventures continue with me crew, the Mighty Mascots, in issues 7, 8, and 9. Just focus your looking glass on the amazing artwork of Ian Warianto and Anton Bondi. Me crew, the Mighty Mascots, are up against some scurvy scallywags, and we need ye help to defeat them. There be a bounty of exclusive treasure, only available here, where X marks the spot. I spy a huge coffer of bonuses and stretch goals on the horizon. Then please consider pledging so we can continue these adventures with the weirdest crew I ever had the pleasure of sailing with. Mascots Unleashed!